Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming this Valentine's Day look, and I was inspired to do a Valentine's Day look because one, it's really soon and I really wanted to get one out for you guys to watch, and because Too Faced Cosmetics actually sent me a box full of goodies and beautiful makeup products that I absolutely had to include in this video because I personally have always loved Too Faced Cosmetics. They didn't ask me to do this video or anything like that. I just wanted to do a whole look using all Too Faced products. The only things that aren't Too Faced in this video, and I'm sorry you guys, but are my eyebrow products and then my false lashes, and then I have a face powder, and those are just my staple products that I always use, and they're not by Too Faced, but the rest of it is. So pretty much everything in this video is from Too Faced Cosmetics, and I'm just so excited to show you guys this look because I loved it and I thought you guys would really love it too. And this is just something that's really special to me because I have never gotten a company, especially like Too Faced, send me anything. So this was my first package that I got, so I'm super just hyped up about it and excited, and I was just so inspired, so I had to do this look. And Too Faced, if you're watching this, thank you so much for sending me these products. I absolutely love them, and I'm so excited right now, so let's just move on. If you want to know how to get this look, please keep watching and I will show you how. Okay guys, so first I'm going to be priming the skin with Too Faced Hangover Primer. This is a really nice hydrating primer. It's actually my favorite one by Too Faced, and I just think it goes great with the Born This Way foundation. It adds just enough hydration. I love this foundation because it is super full coverage, but it's so light on the skin that you can't even feel it. There's not a lot of foundations that you can come by that are this full coverage but still feel amazing on the skin, and that's why I love it so much. Because I don't have a Too Faced concealer or anything like that, I'm just going to be concealing with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer like I usually do. I'm using light warm and light neutral, and I'm just highlighting the key points of my face. And then I just like to go in and blend it out with a beauty blender. I always spray my beauty blender with Fix Plus before I blend it out. And then I'm just going to set that area with the Too Faced CoCo Contour Kit. I'm using the lightest shade in the palette, and I just think this is a really nice brightening shade. It's just perfect for setting. And next I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Urban Decay powder that I always use in every tutorial pretty much. It's just a really nice facial setting powder. I'm going to bronze up the skin using my Bronzer Wardrobe by Too Faced, and I'm using Milk Chocolate. I'm just going to warm up the outer points of my face, around my forehead and on my cheekbones, and I'm using a Real Techniques brush to do this. Next I'm going to go back into the CoCo Contour Kit, and I'm using my Mr. Right brush to add a little bit more contour. I'm going to be highlighting with CandleLight Glow by Too Faced, and this is the warm shade. I just think it's so pretty. It's actually very natural looking, and I love it for this look. I'm going to apply a little on my forehead and then move on to blush. I'm going to be using the blush called I Will Always Love You, and I'm using this on a Mr. Right brush because I wanted to make this a little more peach. I went into Luminous Peach by Too Faced, and I applied this right over that. Next, I'm just going to fill in my brows like I normally do. I'm using my L'Oreal brow powder, and I'm using a Posh brush to do this. I just always have done my brows like this, so if you guys want an updated routine, let me know. But I'm just going to fill them in like I normally do. I always set them afterwards with Anastasia brow gel, and I'm using the shade Granite. Next, I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids. I'm using Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is new to me, and so far I really like it. I think it's very lightweight. And then I'm going to go back and set that with the CoCo Contour Kit again. This is just the lightest shade. Moving on to the Bon Bons palette, I'm going to go into the shade called Almond Truffle, and I'm taking this on a Morphe brush. I'm just going to buff this right into the crease and make sure it's just nice and blended. With the shade Boudreaux, I'm just going to go back in and deepen this up. I'm still using the same brush. I'm just making sure I pack this color on the outer corner of my eye. This is just like a really pretty maroon shade, and I just want to build up that intensity, so I just keep applying until I think that my crease is more prominent than before. I'm just keeping this right on the outer edge. I also took this shade and decided to wrap it all the way around my eye. I know this seems a little scary at first, but if you go little by little, you can really build up the intensity to where it's not too much. So I wanted to add some pink, so I added the shade Cotton Candy. And if you wanted to go for a light pink, you can just keep it this way. I'm going to add a darker pink later on, but I still think this is a really pretty Valentine's Day look if you just kept it like this and added some mascara. To make this a little bit more darker, I added the shade Black Currant, which is like a purple shade, and then I went back into this with Totally Fetch, which is a really hot pink. I just applied it first by itself, and then I wet my brush and I went back in with it again. This is just a really hot pink, and I just thought it was so pretty for this look and perfect for Valentine's Day. So I actually really love this palette, and I think the colors are absolutely gorgeous. I just love it so much, and all of them have this like kind of pinkish purplish tone to them. So next I'm going to be applying Satin Sheets to the inner corner of my eye just to brighten that up a little bit, and then I'm taking Divinity and applying this to my brow bone. Next I'm just taking some more of that color Black Currant and applying this to the outer corner of my eye. Then I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is so great. I love it. I always use drugstore mascara, so I never really get to try the high-end ones, but this one, I love it so much. It just makes your lashes look so long, and I'm definitely a fan of this right now. So I'm applying a vanilla liner to the waterline just to open up my eyes a little bit more. I always do this with looks like this because I don't want to make it too smoky. I wanted to keep this really light and pink on the eyes, so I just added that. Went back in with some mascara on the lower lashes. This mascara is so great for lower lashes, by the way. And then I applied my CoCo lashes, false lashes in Queen Bee. These are super long and glam. I just thought these would be perfect for a Valentine's Day look, and I ended up really liking them. And to cover up the lash band and to line a little bit further, I used the Too Faced 3-way lash lining tool. This is a really nice liner because it's not thick. It's really nice because it's thin. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just a great eyeliner, and it's very unique because it just has 3 little bristles, and you can line really naturally without it looking like you have a bold line there, which I really like. So moving on to lips, I'm going to line my lips with the Too Faced Perfect Nude lip liner. This really is a perfect nude, and I've always loved these lip liners by Too Faced. They're just so soft on the lips, and they've always been one of my favorites. I just always love gel-like lip liners, so this is definitely like a gel crayon type liner, not like the MAC lip liners, but they're just a lot smoother. So I'm just lining like I normally do. And then I'm going to go in with my favorite lipstick by Too Faced. This is in Naked Dolly. I would describe this as like a nude pink. It's very creamy, very glossy, so if you like matte lips, you probably wouldn't like this one. But I thought this was really pretty and girly for Valentine's Day, and because I wanted to add a little more gloss, I used the Melted lipstick in Chocolate Diamonds, and this made it a little bit more brown. And I think these are so great. They smell like chocolate, and I just absolutely love it so much right now. Alright guys, that is it for this look. I hope you enjoyed. Have a happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you in my next tutorial.